Hello YouTube, Radical Noob here. Radical Noob. And today, I'm going to be doing an experiment with a shotgun shell. 12 gauge, federal. So I was just shooting the 16 gauge yesterday. Won't focus. That's a 16 gauge shell. And shot the primer and everything. So I just took a shotgun shell apart. And I got the wad, or no, this is the thing that holds the gunpowder near the primer. There's all the BBs, and I melted some of the BBs together. That's what happens whenever you melt them, and then they stick together like that. It's hard and it's heavy now, so there's the rest of the shell. And then I went and set up a primer over there in that tree, and I shot at it with a BB gun, and it went off, and it went boom. It was cool, so I'm going to do that again, but this time on camera. So first, I'm going to set the shell down, and then I'm going to cut into it about right there so that I can dump all the BBs out first, and then you can watch me melt those together. And then I'm going to cut down here a little bit more, and then I'm going to take a pair of pliers, pull out the wad, and then get the gunpowder out. And then I'm going to cut it down right there to the metal part, and then we're going to stick that metal part into the tree and shoot the primer right there with a BB. So let me go ahead and cut into this with the hacksaw. Just a second. Alright, so I cut into it right there. Now I'm going to dump them all out. There, and there's the wad right there. Just break off the rest of that. There's all the BBs. Just finish twisting that off and then pull the wad out. See, that's what 12 gauge wad looks like. It's just basically just a cup that holds the BBs, and then whenever it shoots, it wedges out like that and then releases all the BBs into a fine spread. Now you can see that little piece right there. That is a wad that holds the gunpowder back onto the primer. That's why the primer is so deadly, because the primer itself is already a projectile that releases a mass amount of energy and pushes the BB through the barrel. But the gunpowder, I will show you in a second. I'll pour it out right here. That stuff burns out. That stuff burns up really fast, like in a millisecond for the whole pile, and it makes it super incredibly more powerful. So I'm going to cut into this real quick. I'm going to cut down to about right there, and then I'll dump out the gunpowder and I'll show you guys. Alright, so I've cut it down. Now I'm just going to pull this thing out. Do it very slowly so we don't spill out all the gunpowder. And as you can see, the gunpowder is flakes, little flakes of gunpowder. So I'm going to pour it out all right there. And now we're left with nothing but the primer. So I'm going to cut it down to right there. But first, I'm going to show you guys how fast the gunpowder blows up and why the primer hits the gunpowder and releases so much energy. Going to stand way back. See that? It's all gone. There's only residue left. So now I'm going to show you guys how it's like to melt the BBs. As you can see, lead is one of the softest metals, and they're just merging together slowly. It takes a little bit of time, and also you have to have them layered on top of each other. But once you do that, then you just get some cold water. I got it from that hose right there, and it's pretty cold outside right now, so it was cold. And then just pour it on there, and it just went kss. And as soon as the cold reacts with the hot, then it makes it solid. So I'm going to go get the BB gun real quick, and then we're going to set the shell up and shoot it. So I've got the gun right here, and I'm just going to show you that this is in fact a BB gun. See, it's a BB in there. and then you just push the slide, and you pump this thing right here. You pull it out like so, and pump it. I did 4 pumps last time I shot at one, so that's what I'm going to do again. Right now I'm going to shave the primer down to its final length, and then we'll take it out there and shoot it. I'm actually not going to shave it down because I almost cut myself with a saw. It really doesn't matter how long it is, as long as you got all the gunpowder and everything out, then it's going to be fine. So I'm just going to take it back over here, and I'm going to shove it in between the crevice of a tree and then shoot it with the BB gun, and it's going to explode on impact. Because that's how primers work, and that's how bullets are projected. So here's the tree right here. It's actually 2 trees that are Siamese twins. So I'm just going to stick the shell right there. And now we're going to get back, and I'm going to shoot it. It's going to be very difficult for me to film and shoot at the same time, so I'm going to put you guys down and you can just listen for it. Or I'll just set up right here. Set up right here. Perfect. Now, I might miss and I might not. If I don't miss, it's going to go bang. I missed. I hit it at the very edge. The first time I shot at one, I hit it dead on. And as you can see there, primer's been fired. That's that. Also, do not do this at home, because whenever it fired, it pushed the BB back and hit me right here in the side. So don't do this at home. It's not recommended. If you do this, you're risking getting shot by live ammunition, and you could lose a finger or a hand. Just don't do it. It's very dangerous. I've been doing this for quite a while. I know what I'm doing, so please don't do it. If you like this, please leave a like. Press that red subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so that you can get notified every time I upload a video. It's as easy as that.